planner friends, today's video is going to be one of the videos in a long-awaited series of how to crop the stickers that you make, either using the templates from the shop in Canva or other templates or whatever. There's going to be a couple different videos for digital planning, and specifically for digital planning in something other than or on something other than your iPad. A lot of the iPad apps allow you to open up a like a printable kit or some sort of kit that you've designed and then crop them down. Xodo, the app that I use to plan on my Windows 10 devices, I'm currently filming on my what is this, my Surface Book. So it will allow you to sort of use these digital elements, crop these digital elements down, because Xodo does not allow you to open up a kit and then crop it down like you would in something like GoodNotes. So today we're going to be going over how to use the Canva templates and crop them down. So I hope that whole intro made sense. This is one of the new kits that I have in the shop. It is a journaling set. So all of the Canva templates in the shop are designed to be print and cut on like your Cricut Explorer, your Cricut Maker, any kind of cutting machine that supports a print and cut feature. So you can use your Silhouette, your Maker, your Cricut Maker, your Cricut Explorer. The only Cricut like device, I don't even know what you would call it, Cricut cutting machine that doesn't support print and cut is the Cricut Joy. So that's what these templates are designed to be used for. However, you can totally use them to create digital kits as well. So like I said, this is a new one in the shop, so we're going to be focusing on this one today, but any template in the shop that you have that's a Canva template, this is going to be a good video for that. So when you open up or when you purchase this and you download it, you're going to get a PDF, and you're going to click on the link in the PDF, and you're going to, it's going to ask you when you logged into Canva if you want to use it as a template, and you'll say yes, and you'll reach a page similar to this where you have your elements and then you have your blackout file. So you'll customize your elements, making sure that you don't move anything, because if you move anything, then it's not going to match up with your blackout file. So customize this the way you want. I've used some pro items here, some of my custom colors that I liked for my color palette. So I've already designed this the way I want it to be. You don't have to have Canva Pro for this. You just need to have a Canva account. So what you're going to do, or a free account, I guess is what I'm going to say. What you're going to do is you're going to want to download these, and I think increasing the size, increasing the size is a pro feature. You don't necessarily need to do that. I am going to, because I am able to. So I'm going to increase it to 2, and that just gives you a better quality image. Like I said, you don't have to. This is, I mean, if you're using these for print and cut without the pro feature, that's going to be fine. And then you're going to want to download all pages, because you want the like colorful file and the background file. So we're going to hit done, and then we will hit download. And what it's going to do is going to ask you to save it somewhere. I think I've already saved this to my desktop, but we'll go ahead and save it again. And I have the Canva app downloaded to my computer. You can also just use it on the web, but there's a little like web app that you can just download to your computer and then directly access the website, if that makes sense. So as you can see, it's downloading down here, and we're going to save it to our computer once it finishes processing. Okay, so journal set template 5/16 designs. I'm just going to hit save. You can see I already have it saved here, but I'm just going to save it again for the sake of the video. No, we'll name it again just so I can show you exactly what to do. So 2. I'll close this, hit save. Now it is saved. So what we want to do is we want to go over to our downloads folder. So I'm going to go to downloads. I'm going to go to the journal set. I'm also working in tablet mode. You can do this on your regular like desktop or regular laptop. You don't have to use it. You don't have to do this on a tablet. You know, if you want to digitally plan or just get creative digitally, you can totally do it without a tablet, without a stylus, without anything. You can do it on your regular desktop computer, regular non-touchscreen laptop. Like, it's a Windows 10, any type of Windows 10. whatever, you can do this. It doesn't have to be a tablet. I hope I'm being clear. I want you guys to be creative the way that you're able to be, so you can totally digitally plan without any type of fancy device or whatever. If you have a straight up old laptop, as long as you got Windows 10, then you can use Xodo. So then we are going to select our template here. We're going to go to extract, and extract all should come up. Extract all. We're going to unzip the file. We're going to hit extract, and that's just going to open this file up. And you can see we have our colorful file, and then we have our blackout file. The other program that you're going to need for this is going to be Inkscape. I'm going to leave a link to the version that you'll need to download. The newest version doesn't seem to support the function that we're going to do very well. I have tried it in the newer version and I had to downgrade because it just didn't work. I think it's Inkscape version like 0.92 or something like that, because I think they're at like 1.1 now. But the 0.92 version works better for this. So I'm going to go ahead. I think I have Inkscape already open. So I have a new document. And what I normally do, and you can do this too, maybe, I don't know. Let me know after I post this video, let me know if you guys want to see this as an actual like desktop screen share rather than like on a pad. I just do this for the effect. You know what I mean? Because your digital planning, like the whole effect is to be on an iPad, not an iPad, but just some sort of tablet or whatever. So you can totally do this, like I said, on any Windows 10 computer. It doesn't have to be a Surface Book, doesn't have to be any type of fancy touchscreen, anything. Chromebook, doesn't have to be anything like that. So I'm going to make this split screen with my journal template here and then my Inkscape window over here. So all I'm going to do is tap and hold and drag this over to import it into my blank Inkscape document. Again, if you were doing this on the computer, you would do the same thing. Click, drag it over, and drop it in. And it's going to ask you, I choose embed now because that doesn't, if I delete this, it's not going to delete the image. And then you can leave everything else the same and you can hit OK. And it's going to import it in. So then we're going to tap and drag the blackout file over. Same thing, hit OK. And you'll see they line up and they match in size. If you ever find something that doesn't match in size, like let's say either it doesn't line up the same or the size doesn't match, you can just size one or the other to the size the other one is. So let's say, like, you know, this one comes in a little bit bigger, which we should lock our proportions before I screw this up. If this one comes in a little bit bigger, you could just look at what size that is, 235.185, whatever, and then go lock your proportions and size this one to 235.185. I'm just going to go ahead and hit undo because they're both the same size. If they come in and they don't line up on each other, you can just drag and select both of them, and then you'll want to go to align and distribute. I think that's under, let's see, align and distribute. So it's under objects. So you would just go object, align and distribute, and that should open up your align and distribute window over here. So I'm going to center, and now it's in the center. And we can zoom in a little bit here in case you want to see it. So I want to select, and we can make this a little bit bigger. What I want to do is select this blackout file. Then we're going to go to Path, Trace, Bitmap. And that's going to bring up this little window. You want to, most of the time, leave everything the same here and then just hit update, and you'll see it's tracing. It's kind of like in Silhouette where you create the trace file. It's tracing this blackout file. So we'll hit update, we'll hit OK, and you see how that got darker? That means you've created your vector layer. If you want to check and make sure you've actually created your vector layer, you can just double tap. If you get all these little nodes and little dots, then you've done it correctly. So I'm going to select our top layer, move it all the way to the back. That little selection here moves it all the way to the back. Then I'm going to tap into my canvas. I'm going to select the top layer again, press and hold, or you can use the delete key on your keyboard and hit delete. So now I want to play with the colorful layer. I'm going to go to Object, Pattern, Objects to Pattern, and select that. You can tell it's working. You can see that the object was like highlighted in blue there, and that means it's doing something. So now we have this set to a pattern. We want to drop this to the back, drag and select both of them, and then path, division. And you can see it's highlighted blue and it's working and doing all that kind of jazz there. And now you can see there are individual selections around each object. Now, I will suggest you kind of break these objects out, like move them away and out, and then we can even delete this little background that's left over. Delete, because you can see how, like down here, let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. It's lagging, but how down here they're kind of overlapped. You're going to get a weird export if you leave them like that. So it's best to kind of move things out and away from each other so that each individual item, and sometimes they do a duplicate. I'm not sure. I'm not a professional. I'm just showing you how to do this. But sometimes you will get like a duplicate, like you'll see that. But sometimes you won't. I don't know. But you want to get them away from each other so you get a good clean image, and it's not like you have weird overlaps and stuff when you export. So now that we have done that, I'm going to zoom back out a little bit. Now that we have done that, you want to go ahead and drag and select everything. And we are going to do a batch export. So drag over here. Whoops, let's start over here. And select everything. You want to make sure every element on your page is selected. So we're going to go to export PNG image, and I think that is under, yeah, file, export PNG image, and it should bring up a pop-up window over here. And you're going to select selection. This, you're going to have to figure out where this goes. You can like highlight and copy it and then paste it up here and see. I would take out this path though and see where it goes. Honestly, I have not figured out how to change that. So I always just go find it and then drag everything where I need it to be. Usually it's going to be like if you were to go over to this PC and then to your devices, users, this is mine. My email was cross my hooks from ages ago, and it usually populates down here. So that's where everything kind of lives at. So let's move this back over. And so selection, we're going to hit batch export, and then we're going to hit export. And it's going to come up over here and say exporting. And so we'll just wait for it to export these 46 files. And then what I normally do is minimize this. You can see they already showed up over here. And I'll go over here. Actually, let's do this. And I'll choose this file. We'll have them parallel to each other. I'll go to my digital planning section, my stickers. I'll go to here, 5/16. Maybe I'll make a new folder. Whoops, new folder. Journal kit. Okay, so I have my journal kit, and because I have a new Google Drive, they updated Google Drive to where it streams everything to your computer instead of being like a drive that you host locally. We're gonna have to copy and then delete these. So I just go down here again. Like there's some weird stuff that got kind of copied. We don't need this. It was probably just little bitties of stuff. So delete, and we can delete these too. Delete, so we don't need those. What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and delete this. I don't remember what I was gonna say, but what I was gonna say is, again, you can totally do this on your desktop. You can follow the same steps. You'll just have a cursor instead of your little stylus here. So I'm dragging and selecting everything. I'm gonna press and hold it, and then drag it over, and it's gonna populate into this folder over here. And I'll just go ahead and delete these. Delete. Because you don't want to have like multiple things that you don't need on your computer. And then go over here and drag it over and then delete this. Delete. And then we can go to view and see all our little icons as they load in here. And you can see them all. So now we could go over to Xodo. This we'll see if this even works. It might freeze up and I might have to restart it. I use these elements here that I created from like from the whole process I just showed you. I just imported them back to Canva and then used it to create this spread. I will have a video coming up on like creating different journaling spreads in Canva, and then I will have a video on how I create stuff in Canva and then bring it back over into Xodo. But for now, let's just go over and say we want to decorate October. Let's see. So I'm going to tap on my canvas here, I guess my planner, and I'm gonna select, let's see, let's do that again. So you tap, I have it like this, tap, this toolbar comes up, I'm gonna select this one, which is like edit, and then I'm gonna select this, which is the image, and I'm gonna tap, whoops, on my canvas, and I will go over to, let's see here, digital planning, my stickers, whoops, stickers, 5/16, journal kit, and then we can start importing things. So I'll add this, and maybe I'll put it like over, whoa, I forgot I can't drag with my stylus here. Maybe I'll put it over here, and we'll do another image. The one thing with Xodo is you can't do layers where you can, like let's say I put this in, and I really actually wanted it to go behind there. There's no way to do that. But an easy way to kind of do that is to duplicate your image. And then now it's in front, and I would just move this, take this, delete this, make this guy like smaller, bring this back over here, maybe not cover up Sunday, bring this down, you know, and let's see, let's go over here. So you kind of have to think in layers. You have to think, what do I want down first? What do I want down second? That type of thing. Make this a little bit bigger. We can bring this over here. Like that. Boop, boop. And let's see, I want to have this. See, I should have thought, let's rotate this, like this. Yeah, I should have thought maybe if I wanted this over there, whoa, before, you know. But what you can do is, I think you can, let's see, you should be able to like select, it selects everything. Let's see. We'll just move this in front. This is why like Xodo is kind of, I don't really use Xodo for the whole like creative part of it. I kind of just use it as, I don't know, like the final product, if that makes sense. It's okay to digitally plan in, but if you're trying to do like a journaling spread like this, it's kind of hard to work with. So then you can just, like I said, import your stuff. Let's add some more stuff in. We'll add in this apple one, make it a little bit smaller. Do some layering here. Oops, you can see there's some odd stuff going on there. So let's see if I have a cleaner image. I don't think I do because I accidentally, so let's go check out our thing here. You can see right here, they were touching each other. So I probably should like, I can choose export as and find where I had just saved that. Digital planning, stickers, journal stickers. Let's see what happens if we replace it. Okay, so now that's been saved in the proper place, we can go back and add in our element. Find it here. Excuse me. Size it the way we want. And come on now. Okay, and then go here. I think I'm going to add in some of our washi tape that we have. And let's add some washi tape up at the top. Oops. Make that top go away. So that is how you can create some cropped stickers to use in your digital planning on your Windows 10, I guess, devices. Like I said, you can do this on straight up desktop or laptop. You do not need to have any type of touchscreen device or anything. You can digitally plan just on your regular laptop, your regular desktop computer, whatever you got. That runs Windows 10. You don't need to have your fancy iPad or anything like that. If you have just a laptop, you can digitally plan. So if you get any of the templates in the shop, or anything where you have the blackout file that you can trace, and like a colorful file, you can use this method to make your crop stickers for your digital planner. I think this video was a little bit all over the place, but I do hope it was helpful. If you found it helpful, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I would love for you to stick around and see what other videos I have on digital planning coming in the future. And yeah, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. It's at 5/16, and I'm going to post a lot of my digital planning spreads and stuff over there. And yeah, I will talk to you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.